Student, I give lecture on working of steam power plant and power plant equipment and layout of steam power plant. First, we studied about the working of steam power plant. The steam power plant operate on the Rankine cycle only. So, what is mean by Rankine cycle? You see the diagram. This is the Rankine cycle diagram. The Rankine cycle diagram consists of pump, boiler, turbine, condenser. First, the coal is burnt in the boiler, which converts water into steam. Okay. Then this expanded steam goes to steam turbine, which produces mechanical power. That is the work output of the turbine. This mechanical power drives the alternator. The turbine and alternator both are mechanically coupled. Okay. Then the steam after expansion in the steam turbine is condensed in the condenser. Then again through pump it fed back to the boiler. So this cycle is called as a Rankine cycle. Based on this principle only the steam power plant works. Okay. Then now you see the layout of the steam power plant. Okay. So in the layout of the steam power plant, what are the equipment is there? Boiler, chimney, air free heater, economizer, superheater, condenser, turbine, alternator, forced draft fan. This is the fuel and fuel handling circuit, ash and ash handling circuit. This is the air and air circuit. This is gas circuit. This is the feed water circuit. This is the cooling water circuits. So the overall layout of the steam power plant is divided into 4 main circuits. Okay. That is coal and that is the fuel and ash circuit, air and flue gases circuit, feed water and steam circuit. The last one is the cooling water circuit. So before we detailedly studied about the function of the each equipment which are used in the steam power plant, I explained the general working principle of the steam power plant. Now you see the circuit diagram. This is the coal storage. Coal is, that is the fuel, is stored in the coal storage. Okay. Then the coal is fed to the boiler through hole handling devices. What are the hole handling devices? Belt, conveyors, etc. In the boiler, the air also come to boiler. The air from the atmosphere, which is, that means collected from the forced draft fan, this air is heated in the air free heater. Then the preheated air only comes to boiler. This air is required to burn the coal. At the same time, the feed water also is required. This is the feed water circuit through economizer comes to the boiler. So the feed water also is feed water, hot air and then coal. These three is very important for combustion process. So here this is the feed water pump. Okay. The condensed water from the condenser through condensate extraction pump comes to the feed water circuit, and then the feed water is heated in the feed water heater. Then the feed water heater goes to economizer. Through economizer only the feed water comes to boiler. In the boiler, the coal is burnt. that is combustion process, fuel combustion process takes place. Then the steam from the boiler and fed to the superheater, because the steam from the boiler is at low temperature and low pressure. So therefore, to increase the temperature and pressure of the steam, it should be superheated by the superheater component, equipment. So the superheated and then increase the temperature and pressure of the steam, which is fed to the turbine through main valve. Inside the turbine, the steam is exhausted and then the steam energy is converted into mechanical energy. This mechanical energy drives the alternator because the turbine and alternator is coupled. This is the coupling symbol. The exhaust steam from the turbine comes to condenser. It is condensed in the condenser. Again is cooled by the cooling tower. This is the cooling tower. Again goes to condenser. From the condenser through condensate extract pump go to the feed water heater. Then through economizer the feed water comes to boiler. Feed water means the raw water having impurities. Okay, that impurity should be removed after the feed water treatment. That water only is nothing but the feed water. Okay, without the impurities of raw water only is called as a feed water. This is the one process. Another one is from the river. Okay, the water treat chamber, that means goes to the water goes to, that means feed water circuit through water treat chamber only. Then again that water also, that means is heated by the feed water heater and then subjected into feed water treatment, then comes to boiler through economizer. This is the another way. Okay, so and then during boiling flue gases also, this flue gases from the boiler comes out and then again heated by the superheater. Okay, then it should be, that means exposed to the atmosphere through chimney only. Okay, after the exciter, what is the purpose of exciter? To excite the field winding of the alternator. The alternator generates mechanical energy. The alternator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. That electrical energy is stepped up by the step up transformer and then through bus bar transmitted to the consumers. Okay, so these are the working operation of the layout of the steam power plant. Student, now we detailedly studied about the function of each equipment which are used in the steam power plant. First, the steam power plant is divided into 4 circuits. I already told: fuel and air circuit, air and flue gas circuit, feed water and steam circuit, cooling water circuit. First, we studied about the fuel and air circuit. Already you keep it in your mind, the layout of the steam power plant. Now you see this circuit diagram, only the fuel and air circuit. The fuel and air circuit consists of what? That mean that is the whole storage, whole handling. These are the things, and then boilers. Okay, these are the only fuel, and then as storage, as handling. That is the as circuit. In the steam power plant, first the coal is the main fuel. Okay, for operating the steam power plant. The coal is stored in the coal storage and is fed to the boiler through conveyor belt. The conveyor belt only is known as the coal handling device. In fuel and air circuit, the coal is available in different sizes. Okay, this is a unsized coal only. So therefore, we have to make the coal in a particular size, that is the required size. How is it possible? That means we have to, that means the unsized coal is made to required size coal, that is called as a pulverized coal. Okay, now you see the coal is passed through the crushers, sizers, dryers and magnetic separator. Okay, first crusher. The unsized coal is crushed by the crusher. First the coal is crushed. Second, after crusher the coal is sized by the sizers. Then the sized coal is dried by the dryers. Then the dried coal is separated by the magnetic separator before feeding to the boiler. That coal only is called as a pulverized coal. So these are the process happen: crushers, sizers, dryers, magnetic separators. Okay, this is the unsized coal comes to pulverized coal. If the coal is burnt inside the boiler means liquid fuel is required. The liquid fuels required during the disturbance in the boiler because it is easy to control the energy from the liquid fuels. The result of the fuel combustion process, as is produced. Already I told 30 to 40% of the as present in the coal, that coal only we are used to generate the electricity by steam power plant. So therefore after the fuel combustion process over, the ash is produced. Okay, then this ash is removed from the boiler through ash handling devices. Okay, this is the working operation of the fuel and air circuit. Then next we studied the air and flue gas circuit. Student, now you see the air and flue gas circuit. The diagram represents the air and flue gas circuit. This circuit consists of forced draft fan, induced draft fan, air-free heater, economizer, superheater, boiler and then flue gases, hot air. These are the equipments which are used in the air and flue gas circuit. First, air circuit. The air is drawn from the atmosphere through forced draft fan or induced draft fan, which is fed to the air-free heater. The air is heated, then that heated air only, that means comes to boiler. Okay, then again the air, that is the heated air, by heat the flue gases from the boiler goes to air-free heater and then is drawn from the induced draft fan and then is exposed to the atmosphere through chimney only. Okay, so this is the air circuit. Flue gases means the flue gases after passing through the boiler and then is superheated by the superheater, and then this flue gases is drawn by the induced draft fan through dust collector, economizer and air-free heater. Finally, it should be exhausted to the atmosphere through chimney. So this is the air and flue gas circuit operation, that is function. The third circuit is the feed water and steam circuit. Okay, the feed water and steam circuit consist of condenser, turbine, feed, this is the feed water, heater and then deaerator, chimney. Okay, first the exhausted steam from the turbine is condensed in the condenser. The condensate, that is the condensed water, is extracted from the condenser by the condensate extract pump. This is the condensate extract pump and is forced to pass through the low pressure feed water heater. In the low pressure feed water heater, the water temperature is increased, that is raised. Okay, then the feed water is pumped through the deaerated to a high pressure feed water heater and then where it gets heated up only. That heated through economizer comes to the boiler. Deaerator. What is a deaerator? What is the function of deaerator? The function of deaerator is to reduce the oxygen content in the condensate. That means the condensed water. The feed water is pumped to the boiler through economizer in which it is heated by the flue gases which is passing through the atmosphere through chimney only. In the boiler, the water, which water? The condensed water is converted into high pressure steam. That steam contains wet. This wet steam is passed to the superheater. It should be superheated and dried. Further, it is supplied to the steam turbine through main valve. Okay, so this is the function of feed water and steam circuit. Then next, cooling water circuit. The cooling water circuit consists of condenser, cooling tower. The exhaust steam from the turbine is condensed in the condensator. Okay, so the condenser maintaining the low pressure only, that is less than the pressure of the atmospheric. Okay, after passing to the condenser, it is fed back to the river. Then there is no enough water. The cooling towers are used in the cooling water circuit. So due to the fear of water pollution, the cooling towers are used in the steam power plant. So this is the function of the cooling water circuit. Now we detailedly studied about the function of each equipment which are used in the steam power plant. First one is cold storage. It's nothing but the place here in it is the coal is stored whenever we required. Then coal handling. The coal is converted into pulverized, that is means unsized into pulverized form before fed to the boiler furnace. Proper system is required to design to transport the pulverized coal to the boiler furnace through coal handling device, that is through conveyor belt or mines, whatever may be. The third equipment is boiler. Boiler is used for producing the steam energy and reheating the steam. The boiler converts the water into high pressure steam, that is steam energy. It contains the furnace inside or outside the boiler cell only. The combustion of the coal takes place in the furnace of the boiler. The next equipment is air free heater. The air free heater is used to preheat the air before entering into the boiler. The preheating of the air helps to the burning of fuel to a greater extent, and the air preheater takes the heat from the burnt gases from the furnace of the boiler to heat the air from the atmosphere. Then economizer. The economizer, the name itself, it economizes the working of the boiler. It heats the feed water to a specified temperature before it enters into the boiler drum. The economizer takes the heat from the burnt gases from the furnace of the boiler. The next equipment is a turbine. The turbine is a mechanical device which converts kinetic energy or the steam energy into mechanical energy. The turbine is coupled to the generator. The generator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. The next, as storage. It is nothing but a place to store the ash after burning of the coal. That is, after the combustion process, the result is ash is produced in the boiler. That ash is stored in the one place. That is the ash storage. The next, dust collector. What is the function of dust collector? It collects the dust particle from the burnt gases before it is released to the chimney. The next, condenser. The condenser is used to condensate the exhaust steam from the steam turbine. It converts the low pressure steam to water. It is attached to the cooling tower. What is the function of cooling tower? Cooling tower is nothing but a tower which contains the cold water. The cold water is circulated to the condenser for the cooling of the residual steam from the steam turbine. Then, feed water pump. The feed water pump is used to transport the feed water to the boiler. The last one is chimney. What is the function of chimney? It is used to release the hot burnt gases, that is the flue gases or smoke from the furnace of the boiler to the atmosphere, which is drawn by the induced draft fan. Through chimney, it is exposed to the atmosphere. The height of the tower, that is the chimney tower, is very high because it can be easily throw the smoke and the exhaust gases at the appropriate height. The chimney cannot be affect the pollution living near the steam power plant. Dear student, I hope that in this lecture video you clearly understand the working of the steam power plant, that is the Rankine cycle, then the layout of the steam power plant, then the 4 different circuits of the steam power plant, then the function of the each equipment which are used in the steam power plant. Under this topic, how the question will come means draw and explain the steam power plant with important components. Okay, 8 mark question. So you draw the layout diagram, you can explain the each component. Sometimes draw and explain the layout means you only draw the layout and then you can explain the 4 types of circuits only. That's why students I am telling you clearly read the question. So explain the working function of the or working principle of the power plant with the important equipment means only you have to equipment and layout. Sometimes draw and explain the layout and operation means the 4 circuit and then draw the layout only. Thank you student for watching this video.